as we're getting ready for the tip-off between Northwest and Southern Nazarene. The second game of the season for both of these teams, both coming off wins last night as part of this small basketball college National Hall of Fame Classic. Time now to check the starting lineups, and for the Bearcats, their lineup will look like this. Diego Bernard in one of the guard spots, a 6-foot sophomore out of St. Joseph Lafayette, coming off a 19-point performance yesterday as he had 7 rebounds in that matchup. Also at a guard spot will be Trevor Hudgens, a 6-foot sophomore out of Manhattan, Kansas. He had 24 points and 3 rebounds in last night's game. Also Tyler Doherty starting at a 4 spot, a 6'7" senior out of Omaha, Nebraska, averaging 2 points and 1 rebound a game. Ryan Hawkins, a 6'7" junior out of Atlantic, Iowa. He's averaging 24 points and 4 rebounds a contest. And Ryan Welty starting at the other spot, a 6'8" senior out of Parkville, Missouri, averaging 5 points and 3 rebounds after last night's game. And for Southern Nazarene, they're ranked number 9 in the nation. They'll be starting at one of the guard spot, Micah Spate, a 5'10" senior out of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. He had 18 points and 3 rebounds last night. He scored 16 points against Northwest in their first meeting. Starting at another spot, forward is Manny Dixon, a 6'5" sophomore from Trenton, New Jersey. He had 14 points and 6 rebounds against Missouri Western last night. He's a transfer from St. Peter's. Also starting will be Camden Patterson, a 6'8" freshman redshirt out of Ames, Oklahoma, along with Jonathan Dunn. Dunn, a 6'4" senior out of San Antonio, Texas. He had 30 points and 6 rebounds last night. 20 of those 30 points coming in the second half for Missouri Western. Also Ashton Charles, a 6'8" junior out of Spring, Texas. He had 4 points and 6 rebounds last night. He transfers in from Greenville, and he was 1 of 8 shooting last year in a matchup against the Bearcats. So that's the way things look. Northwest Missouri State and Southern Nazarene. The Bearcats ranked number 1 in the nation. Southern Nazarene ranked number 9. Starting lineups underwritten by Planet Sub on 4th Street next to the student body. Planet Sub opens at 10:30 every morning and offers a variety of oven-baked subs, cookies, and soups, and is also available for catering. More information at facebook.com/Planet Sub Maryville. So the lineups being introduced in front of a good crowd here this afternoon and early evening. For the Bearcats, the lineup being introduced at this point as they look around Civic Arena, a good crowd of Bearcat green, and some of these folks, I think, were in Maryville earlier today for the Bearcat football win as they defeated the Northeastern State Riverhawks. And down here now for some basketball action, the Bearcats and Southern Nazarene, and what should be a heck of a matchup. Again, a rematch of a semifinal round game last year in the Central Regional Tournament that was held in Maryville. Before we get to the tip-off, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the Bearcat Radio Network. For Northwest Missouri State, opening up in their white uniforms with the green numerals in trim, and for Southern Nazarene, they come out in their black traveling uniforms with the burgundy numerals trimmed in white. Southern Nazarene, the Crimson Storm, and for the Northwest Missouri State University Bearcats, they'll come out, and to jump center for Northwest will be Ryan Hawkins. He'll jump up against Ashton Charles. Charles at 6'8", and Hawkins at 6'7". Tip is up, and it is controlled by the Crimson Storm. They'll go from our left to our right in this first half. Spade across the timeline, pushes the pass right side, gets it to Jonathan Dunn. They're two of the top players for this team. Out front between the circles. With it is Charles. Charles with the dribble near the timeline. Now out to the free throw line is Dixon. Throws it away, trying to go low post. Ball tip will go out of bounds and will belong to Southern Nazarene. Last year when these two teams played, Bearcats had to prepare for a 6'11" player, Noah Starkey. He graduated from the program and now is playing overseas. That ball went rolling down a hallway just to the right here at Civic Arena. They went to chase it down. And Micah Spate will inbound baseline right. Looks to get the inbound, does right side for Jonathan Dunn. They'll bring it out to the top of the key, and a jumper put up and rattling around and missing. Morris Wilson, the second, misses the shot, and the Bearcats with the rebound. Across midcourt to the top of the key for Northwest goes Trevor Hudgens. At the elbow left side finds Doherty. Doherty turns, looks, and goes cross-court right side for Hawkins. He'll dribble down the lane right side of the bucket off the glass. Misses the shot. The putback by Tyler Doherty is good. Tyler took a little bit of a shot to the face as he was trying to come back down the floor after hitting that layup. It's a 2-0 Bearcat lead. Again, this game just underway. Jonathan Dunn on the right wing. A three over Welty is good. Dunn had 4 threes last night, and that gives Southern Nazarene the early 3-2 lead. Bearcats in last night's game never trailed against Damon College. Out front, Doherty goes cross-court left side. Hawkins to the top of the key. Hudgens dribbles down the lane to the basket. Misses the shot. Puck goes out of bounds over along to Northwest as Manny Dixon got a hand on it and slaps it out of bounds. This game just underway. A 3-2 contest. Southern Nazarene in front of the Bearcats. Diego Bernard will inbound out near the elbow left side. Finds Hawkins to the top of the key. Hudgens dribbles free throw line. Back to Hawkins left side three on the way. Takes a high bounce off the rim. Rebound in the lane. Tipped away. And it's thrown away by Doherty as he takes it out of Dunn's hands. Bearcats will set things up. Again down by 1, 3-2. Hudgens out top of the key. Hawkins right side Hudgens. Looks right and finds Doherty inside the arc. Goes cross court left side. Welty out front. Bernard 4 seconds on the shot clock. Dribbles down the lane left. The runner blocked out of bounds. As it was Dunn who blocks it out of bounds. Shot clock sounds, but there should be about 1 second on the shot clock, so the Bearcats will have an opportunity to inbound baseline left. So with just 1 second on the shot clock, Northwest with a quick inbound. Diego Bernard lobs it into lane. The tip by Welty is short. Rebound pulled away by Southern Nazarene on the fast break across midcourt left side. Dunn pulls up at the free throw line. Right side gets it to Charles. A three on the way. Good. Aston Charles makes it a 6-2 lead for Southern Nazarene over the Bearcats. Hudgens to walk across midcourt. Looks out front left. Hawkins now to Bernard. They work a weave out front. Welty. Right side is Doherty to the right baseline. As he's on the baseline, a collision as he tries to keep the ball inbounds, loses it, picked up left side by Dixon. Into the right corner, jumper by Dunn, good. That's another three-pointer for Jonathan Dunn and a quick start for Southern Nazarene, a 9-2 lead for the Crimson Storm over the Bearcats. Again, this game just underway. Hudgens across midcourt, trying to direct traffic for the Bearcats as they spread things out against this man-to-man defense out of the Crimson Storm. Drives the lane right side, misses the shot too hard off the back of the rim. Rebound tap between the circles. Out near midcourt, chased down by Hawkins for Northwest, but officials stop play. And they'll inbound off the left side. Not sure about the stoppage here, but Northwest will inbound 19 seconds on the shot clock. 17-13 left in the first half. Northwest trailing 9-2. Hudgens out between the circles, dribbles left wing, out top the key. Doherty at the free throw line, right side for Welty, between the circles. Hudgens, shot clock at 10 seconds. Hudgens down the lane through a double team, scoops the layup up in. There's a whistle and a foul, and I think we'll count the basket. Nice drive to the basket by Trevor Hudgens. Went down the lane off the left side, kind of a reverse layup, bumped as he went up with the shot and was fouled. And committing the foul was Morris Wilson. That will be his first foul. First foul for either team in this first half. Trevor Hudgens, who is 10 of 10 at the free throw line last night, steps up and knocks down his first free throw this evening. Now 9-5 game, Northwest Missouri State down. Spate across the 10-second line. Going left to right from our vantage point. Dribbles on Bernard down the lane right side. Brings it out to the top of the key. And Ashton Charles with another three attempt. Misses too hard. Rebound to Hawkins. Tipped out of his hands. But it's controlled by Welty. And he'll give it to Hudgens. Across midcourt left side. Pulls up left wing. Hooks a pass top the key. Hawkins from three-point range. Knocks it down. Hawkins had 6 threes last night. It's his 7th of the season there. Brings the Bearcats to within 1, 9-8. 16:27 left in the first half. Out front, top of the key three is good by Jonathan Dunn. And Dunn now with 9 points. 12-8, Northwest Missouri State trailing. Hudgens off the left wing. Free throw line. Finds Hawkins, left corner three on the way. Good. Quick release by Ryan Hawkins. And pulls Northwest within 1 once again, 12-11. On the right wing for the Crimson Storm, Jonathan Dunn launches a three. This one too hard. Good job by the Bearcats blocking out. Rebound goes to Hawkins. And now Diego Bernard will slow it up as he goes across midcourt left side, dribbles to the left wing. Now through the lane Spins up with a shot on the left side, puts it up and misses. Knocked to the floor though. Those will get Diego to the free throw line. He's a little bit upset with himself. He wanted that shot to go down, but he gets to the line being fouled by Morris Wilson, who picks up his second foul. So Bernard goes to the free throw line, coming off a 19-point performance last night. Diego, another left-hander, puts this free throw up and it rims out. It's his first free throw of the season. Trying to tie this game up. A 12-11 game. Northwest Missouri State trailing 15-40 left in the first half. Second free throw. Rims out, so Diego misses both. Spate will take it across midcourt off the right side. Between the circles, gets it to Mike Bauer, who checked in during that stoppage of play. Left side for Dunn. Dunn, a dangerous player we've already seen from the outside. Now will drive to the left baseline to the basket as he gets caught up in the air. It's called for the travel as he couldn't get his pass away in time, and the ball and the turnover goes to Northwest. 15:23 left in the half. Northwest Missouri State down by 1 at 12-11. Out front right side, Bernard. Out to the top, Key Welty as they weave it to Bernard again. Left side, Hawkins squares up, wants the three from the wing. Misses short off the front of the rim, and the rebound to Spate and Southern Nazarene. Across the timeline, goes cross court left. Spate out front. Hands off to Bauer. Now back to Spate right side to the top of the key. Ashton Charles with a three-pointer around and out. And the rebound to Bernard and the Bearcats. Cats with a chance to take the lead this trip down. Bernard to the top of the key. Accelerates through the lane to the basket. Lays it up and in as it rolls around and drops. Diego with his first bucket of the game gives the Bearcats the lead 13-12. Their second lead of this half. They led briefly 2-0 to start the game. On the left side, Bauer. Out front, Charles. Hands off to Spate. Knocked loose and over this direction. Out of bounds. Will belong to Northwest. Good defense by the Bearcats. Breaking the action, 14:28 left in the first half. It's Northwest Missouri State 13 and Southern Nazarene 12. We'll be back right after this 90-second timeout on the Bearcat Radio Network.
Visit either 2 locations in St. Joe or find us on the web at umb.com. Southern Nazarene substitution.
Bearcats with it out of the timeout. Hudgens off the right wing with the dribble. Goes cross court left side. Welty back to Hudgens out front right. Shot clock's at 14. Northwest up by 1. Into Lane Hudgens in the left corner. Hawkins drives the baseline. Bounce pass right side for Doherty. Getting to the bucket. Steps out of bounds first before he goes up with a shot. And now they're going to call a foul. An offensive foul instead. And this will go on Ryan Hawkins after the pass gets called for the charge. And Ryan will pick up his first foul. So that waves off the bucket by Doherty. Still a 13-12 game. Northwest Missouri State with the lead. Bearcats coming into this action. Ranked number 1 in the preseason poll. Southern Nazarene number 9. Both coming off wins yesterday in the Small College Basketball National Hall of Fame Classic. Spate with the dribble out front. Pulls up at the right of the lane. Bounce pass to the top of the key. Done back to Spate right side. Thought about the three. Drives on Welty through the lanes. Slides to a halt. Now with a little scoop layup. Misses as he forces the shot. Rebound to Northwest and Trevor Hudgens. 13:41 left in the half. Northwest up 13-12. Hudgens at the top of the key, dribbles to the right wing. Out front, Hawkins looks left side for Bernard on the left wing. Through the lane to the basket. Trying to go right side, finds Doherty into the right corner for Welty. Out front, right side. They get it to Hudgens. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Hudgens through the lane to the basket. Hooks the pass into the right corner for Welty. Open. Three-pointer is good. Nothing but net. Ryan Welty knocks down the three from the right corner. He had 5 points last night. Increases the Bearcat lead here to 16-12. Out front right side, Tyler Williams, who checked in between the circles for Dunn. Back to Williams right side. To Dunn on the left wing. Left side, Spate. Out to the top of the key. With it, Charles spins the lane with the little runner with right hand. Won't go, but the rebound tapped in by Jonathan Dunn. And looking across the court, head coach Ben McCollum thought it might have been a goaltend on that tap in. Didn't get the call. It's now a 16-14 game. Northwest Missouri State with the lead as Hudgens drives the lane right side. Throws it away. Tried to go back out front. Stolen by Spate. Spate goes across the line, in the lane, up with a shot. Stripped loose by Bernard. He goes out of bounds with it. Good play defensively by Bernard, stopping the layup. And now Southern Nazarene will inbound baseline right with 12:31 left in the half. Cats up by 2. Spate inbound off the baseline right. Lobs it all the way out front right side for Tyler Williams. Between the circles, back to Spate off the right wing. Long three over Bernard. Misses off the right side. Rebound Northwest. Ryan Hawkins will clear it. Cats up by 2. Cross midcourt left side. Hawkins to the left wing. Bernard. High post left. Doherty. Doherty out front right. Hudgens. Guarded by Spate. Now back out front. Looking essentially right now at a 2-3 zone. Into the lane. Doherty lowers his shoulder. Now pivots up with a shot off the glass. Good. Got a little bit of a mismatch with Spate inside. Northwest took advantage of that. Doherty at 6'7" and Spate at 5'10". And Doherty got the shot, and Northwest Missouri stayed up by 4. Off the left wing, Spate. Cross court to Dunn. One dribble with a little shot fake. Back cross court left for Spate. Wants to drive through the lane. Ball tipped loose by Doherty and controlled by Spate at the top of the key. Right side, Charles. Shot clock's at 7. Charles out front. Gets it to Bauer. Left side, Spate. 3 on the way. Got it. Nothing but net. Micah Spate with his first bucket of the game. He had 18 last night in their 96-74 win over Missouri Western. 1 point game, 18-17. Northwest Missouri State in front. Out front, Hudgens with the dribble. Knocked loose. And a whistle and a foul as they go diving after the loose ball. Hudgens. And I believe, let's see, that was Williams diving after it. And Williams should pick up the foul. See, they're going to give this instead on Charles. So Charles will pick up the foul. That'll be his first. Tyler Doherty going to the sidelines and into the ball game. Wes Dreamer. Doherty doing a good job in this first half. Dreamer coming into this ball game had a good performance last night. Coming off the bench. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bernard out front, goes low post right for Hawkins. Hawkins trying to post up a Spade out of that 2-3 zone. Up in the lane with the shot. Won't go. The tip-in attempt is good as Wes Dreamer crashes the boards and tips it in. 20-17. Northwest Missouri State in front. Just under 11 minutes left in the first half. On the right side with the dribble is Jonathan Dunn. Guarded by Welty, trying to get a ball screen out front. Goes between the circles for Bauer. Now on left side, Spate with the three-pointer on the left wing is good. 6 points for Spate, and it's now a tie game at 20. To the top teams in the nation going at it toe for toe here in Civic Arena in St. Joseph. Hudgens off the left wing to the top of the key. Bounce pass, left corner for Hawkins. The 3 on the way, off the front of the rim. Long rebound tipped in the lane and is controlled by Dunn. He breaks out the pack, dribbles in the front court to the right wing. Into a double team, strip loose, and a whistle. Hudgens and Bernard had Dunn double teamed, and the foul will go on Bernard. That will be his first, both trying to slap that ball loose. Southern Nazarene will inbound. They've led by 7 in this first half. 20-20 game right now. The inbound comes to Spate, turns, takes the jumper from the right wing. 3 won't go, and the rebound Northwest. Nobody but Bearcats inside for the rebound. And Hudgens will go across midcourt, looks right side, finds Bernard. Now they go left for Hudgens. Off the left wing, out front. Now they go cross-court right side. There's Welty from the right corner. They skip it over that zone, and Ryan Welty knocks down the 3. That's his second 3 of the game. And the Bearcats with a 23-20 lead. Or out front left. Now to Spate between the circles. Coming out to pick him up is Hawkins. Out front to the top of key with the pass. It goes to Charles, strip loose. Picked up by Northwestern Hutchins with the steal, and he tries to drive to the basket, and his dribble is knocked out of bounds by Charles. It belonged to Northwest with 9:30 left in the first half and a 23-20 lead over Southern Nazarene. We have a break in the action, and we'll be back to Civic Arena in St. Joseph right after.
Customers, dreams, and insurance business for almost 30 years, offering auto, home, life, business, and more. Call now for all your insurance needs at 816-232-8400.
Out of a timeout, Northwest Missouri State will inbound baseline left. The Cats up by 3. Quick inbound goes a nice move by Diego Bernard. Throws it off of a defender, takes the inbound and goes up with a shot, misses left side. And the rebound goes to Aston Charles for Southern Nazarene. Bearcats up by 3. 9:18 left in the first half. Out to the top of the key is Tyler Williams, guarded by Hudgens. Dribbles with the right hand. Out between the circles and away from the ball whistle, and a foul coming up. So this looks to go against Northwest. That'll go on Wes Dreamer. That will be his first. Trying to work his way through a screen. Away from the ball, gets called for the foul. And now to inbound will be Morris Wilson II, a sophomore of Oklahoma City for the Crimson Storm. Inbound between the circles left for Micah Spate. High post left side pass. Gets it to Wilson. Dribbles a couple times, and now to Dunn. Dunn out front left with 10 on the shot clock. Steps back, wants the jumper, and takes it from 15 out. 11 points for Dunn. He has 11 of the 22 points scored by Southern Nazarene. Northwest up by 1, 23-22. A pass from Hutchins going left side, intended for Bernard, goes out of bounds and will belong to Southern Nazarene. Fourth turnover of the game for the Bearcats. They only had 7 in last night's win over Damon College. Spate into the front court right side. Between the circles, gets it to Tyler Williams. Williams guarded by Hudgens out front. And again, away from the ball, another foul coming up. And this one to go on Northwest. And Diego Bernard, he's over guarding Spate on the far side. Worked his way through another screen, and Diego picks up the foul. That's his second. Coach Ben McCall not happy with that call as the inbound comes into the left corner. Spate in front of the Bearcat bench, steps back, wants the 3 and knocks it in. Micah Spate with 9 points, all coming on 3-pointers, and it's a 2-point lead for the Crimson Storm now, 25-23. Just over 8 minutes left in the first half. Hudgens right side for Dreamer to Hudgens, top of the key. Steps back, wants the 3, rims in. As Trevor Hudgens knocks down the 3-pointer, he's got 5 points. That's his third 3 of the season. 26-25. Northwest Missouri State leads. They regain the lead by 1. Out front between the circles is Williams. Looks right side, Dunn. Dunn with a left-handed dribble to the top of the key. Left side Spate wants the 3. And it is good. He is red hot from 3-point range off that left side. 28-26. Southern Nazarene lead over the Bearcats. 7:35 left in the first half. Hudgens Dribbles left side to Hawkins. Hawkins now through the lane to the basket. Lays it up and in. Had a nice avenue to the lane going right down the middle and has the easy layup. 8 points for Hawkins and a 28-28 game. On the left side off the left wing, Williams. Between the circles and 10 for Spate. Nearly stolen by Bernard. Spate top of the key. 3 takes a high bounce off the back of the rim. Fight for the rebound. Welty going sky high with Wilson to come up with the rebound and a whistle and a foul. And let's see which way this is going to go. It looks like it's going to go. Coach Ben McCollum wanting to know as well. Looks like Welty gets called for the foul. That will be his second. It appeared he had the position, and Wilson crashed the board and forced a collision. But the officials ruling that the foul on Welty. Coach McCollum giving an earful to one of the officials over them. Wilson will go to the free throw line. And the first free throw rims out. Wilson was 1 of 1 at the free throw line last night. Doherty coming back into the ball game for Northwest. West Streamer over to the sideline. At the line, Wilson, the sophomore from Oklahoma City, right-handed shooter, and his second free throw good. It takes a high bounce off the rim and drops in. It's his first point of the game, and a 1 point lead for Southern Nazarene. Hudgens into the front court. Started by Dunn out front, trying to work a screen by Doherty. Dribbles to the right wing. Now between the legs of the dribble, goes through the lane, slides to the Hall, finds Bernard out front right side as he tries to go down the lane right side. A little stutter step move, but unfortunately to get the ball down in time, gets called for the travel. And the turnover gives it to Southern Nazarene. 29-28, the Crimson Storm in front of the Bearcats with 6:50 left in the first half. Spate walks it across midcourt. Dribbles left side, off the left wing. Gets it to Manny Dixon back into the ball game. To the top of the key for Brad Mulkey. Mulkey dribbles left, hands off, finds Dixon, and tries to go into the lane. Pass is stolen, picked up by Hudgens for Northwest. Across midcourt, left side to the left wing. Trying to spread out the offense, goes cross court right side. Bernard through the lane, he goes to the bucket, finds crashing the board Doherty. Now left wing, Hudgens, three-pointer on the way, rims around and out, rebound to Southern Nazarene and pulled away by Wilson. That shot about 3/4 of the way down the hoop and then pops out. 1 point Crimson, that Storm lead. To the lane, Spate through the lane, the little runner rims around and in. Spate with 14 points in the first half, 31-28. Northwest Missouri State trailing. This game going back and forth. Again, two of the top teams in the nation squaring off in St. Joseph. Hudgens, top of the key. Right side, Bernard. Giving me a little room out front. He's guarded as he drives the lane. Finds Doherty driving to the bucket off the right baseline. Lays it up in. Nice feed as Doherty was open and has the layup. Northwest down by 1, 31-30. On the left side, Spate, little shot fake, drives to the left elbow. Out front now for Wilson. Pulls up and brings it back to Spate, left wing. Back pedals. They spread out the offense against the Bearcats' man-to-man defense. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Spate between the circles. Looks at the free throw line. Finds Wilson. Right side jumper from 10. Bangs it off right side. And the rebound Doherty. And it wasn't a foul. Goes to crash the board. And this is going to go on the Bearcats once again. Bearcat faithful here at Civic Arena. Not happy with that call. Doherty will pick up the foul. That's his second. Both times he came away with the ball on a rebound, but gets called for the foul. Team foul, 6 for Northwest and 3 for Southern Nazarene. Spate will inbound baseline right. Inbound goes to Dunn, baseline. Brings it to the top of the key. Wilson looks left side. Spate, 3 in front of Bearcat bench, knocks it down. Spate just red hot right now. 17 points in this first half, and now a 4-point lead for Southern Nazarene, 34-30 over Northwest. Hudgens to the left wing. Hawkins down the lane. He goes. Drives with the left hand. Hits the shot and a foul. This will get Ryan to the free throw line as he went driving down that lane. Sliding over was Morris Wilson to try to draw a charge. Instead, he gets called for the foul. That will be his third. They count the bucket. And it's now a 34-32 game. Northwest Missouri State trailing. 4:48 left in the first half. Breaking the action will
I hope they remember you.
basket by Hawkins. He shoots one.
Ryan Hawkins, who was fouled before the timeout, strolls to the free throw line to try to make this a three-point trip down the floor for Northwest. Cats down by 2, 34-32. Now 34-33 as Ryan hits the free throw. Bearcats led by as many as 4. Southern Nazarene by as many as 7. Right now, 1 point game. Northwest down 34-33. Out front with the dribble, Manny Dixon hands off to Spate out between the circles. Gets it to Bauer. The right-handed dribble into the blocks right side, guarded by Doherty. Brings it back to Spate. To the top of the key is Charles. To Spate, right wing. Dribbles out front. Free throw line, lobs it into the right corner. Charles with 3 on the shot clock takes the jumper and misses, and the rebound into the lane goes to Northwest. Pulling away Bernard for the Cats. Northwest with a chance to regain the lead this trip down. Hawkins left side. Goes to Welty on the left wing. Brings it back to Bernard. Bernard to the left baseline. Cut off, almost lost the handle. The dribble does, reaching in and going down the floor to pull it away was Bauer. Here comes Charles through the lane. Check that through the lane is Dixon. He goes up and hits the shot. His first bucket of the game, and it's a 36-33 lead for Southern Nazarene. 3:46 left in the first half. Welty off the right side. Between the circles, Doherty. Left side gets it to Bernard. Now to Hudgens out front. Hooks the pass right side, Hawkins. Wants to drive on Charles at the elbow right side. Expires his dribble. Needs someone to help out. Bernard between the circles with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Dribbles to the right wing. Sets up. Wants the 3 off the front of the rim. And the rebound caroms off the right side to Micah Spate of the Crimson Storm. Across midcourt left side to the top of the key. Dribbles right side. Cross court left side. Left open Bauer. 3 on the way. Good. Line drive. Just barely cleared the rim and knocks it in. That's his first bucket of the game and of the season, 39-33. Northwest Missouri State trailing Southern Nazarene. 3 minutes left in the first half. To the top of the key, Hudgens. Drives the lane to the basket, and the layup won't go. Just couldn't get it to fall. Doherty tips it out right side for Bernard. A no-look pass to Doherty on the baseline on the right side. Takes it to the left side and lays it in. Great assist by Bernard. Another no-look pass that went right to Doherty, who has the layup. It's a 39-35 game. Northwest Missouri State down with 2:34 left in the first half. Now Spade out front trying to lead. Jonathan Dunn to the basket, leads him a little bit too far. And that bounce pass rolls out of bounds, and Northwest will inbound. 5th turnover of the game for Southern Nazarene. Northwest with 6. 2:31 left in the half. Breaking the action with Northwest Missouri State trailing Southern Nazarene 39-35. Southern Naz wants a timeout. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout on the Bearcat Radio Network.
A little higher. I don't think this makes any sense.
What are you getting at?
Well, I've been thinking, for what I'm paying for just satellite TV, I think I could be getting TV and internet from Suddenlink for less.
Hey, seriously, really? Focus.
We got it. You're good.
Switch to sub.
2:31 left in the first half. It's been a good game between 2 of the top teams in the nation in Northwest Missouri State and Southern Nazarene. Crimson Storm right now in front 39-35. Hudgens will inbound for Northwest after the timeout by the Crimson Storm. Now to Bernard in the front court, out to the top of the key, Hawkins. Right side for Hudgens. Northwest in this first half going from our right to our left. Out top for Hawkins, back to Hudgens right side. To Hawkins between the circles. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Now to Bernard to the free throw line. Back pedals. Now drives the lane left side to the bucket. Lays it up and a foul. Nice strong drive to the bucket by Diego Bernard. And Diego now with 4 points. A chance to make this a 3-point trip down the floor. Foul goes on. Let's see. Foul will go on Malika Bauer. That will be his first foul and gets to the free throw line. Diego Bernard. Diego's free throw. Good. Diego now 1 of 3 at the free throw line. Pulls Northwest within 1 once again with just over 2 minutes left in the first half. Spate off the right side on the right wing, Dunn. And this pass hits the shoulder of Hudgens, picked up by Spate left side, and a little runner left of the lane from 12 feet out is good. 41-38. Northwest Missouri State trails. Hudgens into the front court right side. Goes cross court and left for Doherty at the elbow. Now to Hudgens out front. Dribbles to the free throw line. Back pedals. Trying to spread out this defense of the Crimson Storm. Dribbles into the lane. Trying to go into the left corner. And the pass goes out of bounds. It belongs to Southern Nazarene. Trying to get it to Diego Bernard. Just out of Bernard's reach. And another turnover. Bearcats turning it over a little uncharacteristic for them. That's their 7th turnover in this first half. They only had 7 total in the game last night, and that went over Damon College. Between the circles, Manny Dixon for Southern Nazarene. Dribbles right side to the right wing, Spate. Guarded by Hudgens. Now drives to the right baseline. Fires his dribble out front right side. Gets it to Bauer on the drive, and the travel violation as he picked up the ball and gets called for the travel. Good aggressive defense by Northwest. That trip down. 1:09 left in the half. Northwest trailing 41-38. Cross midcourt right side, Hudgens. Dribbles to the wing, now to the top of the key. Looks right side for Hawkins. Hawkins with the drive to the bucket. Left-handed layup, misses off the left side, and a foul. This should get Hawk to the free throw line here. Now with 54.8 seconds left in the half. Foul will go on Ashton Charles. That's his 2nd. And this will get Hawkins to the line. First one good. 12 points for Hawkins. According to the scorer's book and the scoreboard, that's just Charles' first foul. Hawkins with his 2nd free throw, and that one's good. So Bearcats get a couple of points. That trip down from free throws by Ryan Hawkins. Northwest within 1 once again, 41-40. 48 seconds left in the half. Off of the right side, Dunn. Dribbles free throw line, through the lane, to the bucket, lays it up, misses the shot as the rim's running out, gets his rebound, puts it up off the glass on the right side. And Dunn with 13 points in the first half, makes it a 3-point game with 32 seconds left in the half, and Northwest down. Hudgens to the left wing, to the top of the key, to the free throw line. Right side, Diego Bernard, the long 3. It takes a bounce off the back of the rim, rebound Doherty, kicks it left side for Hudgens. Now with 19 seconds left in the half. Northwest down by 3, 43-40 as Hudgens dribbles out near the jump ball circle as they spread out the offense against the man-to-man defense of the Crimson Storm. Hudgens off the left side. Dribbles off his foot, picked up by Hawkins. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Drive, scoop, layup, good just before the shot clock sounds. And just before the buzzer sounds. And the Bearcats will go into the locker room down by just 1 as Hawkins lays it up and in just before the buzzer. 43-42, Northwest Missouri State trailing at halftime. And a game of 2 top 10 teams in the nation and a 1-point game at halftime. Again, the Bearcats trailing Southern Nazarene 43-42. We'll be back and have more for you right after this 1-minute timeout on the Bearcat Radio Network.
Pepsi nachos, hot dogs, and snacks available at convention centers located each concourse in the Civic Arena. Progress and visual awards partner with Smoking Hot Basketball. Visit progress.com. If you need government night awards, commemorate that special athletic achievement. Progress.com. Speed Prohibition is County Kansas. Focuses exclusively on large clients and is the equipment and software needed to help overcome your brand marketing challenges. Turnaround time on those products is 24-48 hours. Speed Pro's technicians give clients individualized attention to create high-resolution graphics that are suited to their Speed Pro caters to all types of clients and serves you no matter the size of your organization. Small college basketball night today in the third Western Hilliard. The St. Joseph Convention Visitors Bureau.
Trailing by 1, 43-42. We're over your station break. This pause 10 seconds. You're for 10 seconds on the Bearcat Radio Network. John Coffey with you from Civic Arena in St. Joseph at the Small College Basketball and National Hall of Fame Classic. That's a mouthful, but there is some good basketball being played this weekend here in St. Joseph. In this game in particular, the Bearcats preseason ranked number 1, the defending national champions, They're facing Southern Nazarene, preseason ranked number 9. And these two teams met last year in the semifinals of the Central Regional Tournament in Maryville, with the Bearcats coming away with a 70-59 victory. And right now, these two teams playing like two of the top teams in the nation, going back and forth. Northwest Missouri State had a lead by as many as 4. That was at 18-14 with 12 minutes left in the first half. And for Southern Nazarene, they led early by 7, 9-2. But it has been a close one throughout. A reminder that support for Bearcat basketball comes from Carpet Plus Bargain Barn on North Highway 71 in Maryville, providing carpet from Mohawk and Shaw, as well as hardwood flooring, tile, laminate, and vinyl. Carpet Plus provides estimates and arranges installation. More at carpetplus.com. I'll be back and have more for you from Civic Arena in St. Joseph right after this 2-minute timeout on the Bearcat Radio Network. To Civic Arena in St. Joseph at the Small College Basketball and National Hall of Fame Classic. We're at the half, and Northwest Missouri State down by 1, 43-42. John Coffey with you. It's been a busy day along the Bearcat Radio Network. We started things off earlier today with the Bearcat football team as they defeated Northeastern State 79-0. Bearcats scored early and often throughout that game. Good performance out of Braden Wright at quarterback for the Cats. He was 12 of 15 passing for 164 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Justin Rankin carried the ball 12 times for 211 yards. He scored 4 touchdowns. Isaiah Storyhorn had 8 carries for 128 yards and a touchdown. And then Robert Rowley, coming off the bench, scored a couple of touchdowns on 55 yards total. He carried the ball 3 times and, again, scored 2 touchdowns. Bearcats did a great job on the ground and just a super job defensively as well, as Northwest shut out a team, Northeastern State, which immediately has struggled this year and winless at this point. But going into this, Coach Rich Wright talked about how he wanted to see his team just get out to an early lead and really play well from the opening kickoff, and that's something that they were able to do. They got a couple of scores defensively as well on a scoop and score by Northwest Missouri State. And that was a nice one early in the ball game as a fumble by Jake Pruitt that was forced on that play by Zach Pierce, and then a recovery by Mike Elking. He went into the end zone from 18 yards for a score. They later got an interception by Jacob Gassman. He took it 52 yards in for a score as well. So both offense and defense did a very good job today in that win for Northwest over Northeastern State. So the Bearcats now at 8-1 on the season, have a couple big games ahead of them. They'll be on the road to Hays, Kansas next Saturday, as they will face Fort Hays State, and then wrap things up in the regular season back at home against Central Missouri, which had a heck of a comeback today in their win over Nebraska Kearney. Again, we are at the half, and a reminder that halftime is underwritten by Millen Dinsdale Seed Company, Maryville and Oregon, representing Golden Harvest Corn and NK soybeans. Millen Dinsdale reminds you that there are no practice fields in farming. More at MillenDinsdaleSeed.com. 43-42. Southern Nazarene with the lead over the Bearcats at halftime. We'll be back and have more for you from Civic Arena right after this timeout on the Bearcat Radio Network. Back with you at Civic Arena in St. Joseph as Northwest Missouri State trailing by 1 at the half, 43-42 as we look at some of the totals out of this first half. One that really stands out, 7 turnovers for Northwest, a little bit uncharacteristic for the Bearcats as they normally do a very good job of taking care of the basketball. They only had 7 turnovers total for the game last night in that win over Damon College. For Southern Nazarene, they've turned it over in this game 6 times. And they have scored 8 points off of Bearcat turnovers. Northwest with 5 points off of Southern Nazarene turnovers. Some other totals for Northwest, shooting 16 of 30 from the field for 53%. They're 5 of 11 from three-point range, 45%. And at the free throw line, 5 of 7. They missed just 1 free throw last night, going 14 of 15 at the line in that win over Damon. Rebounding, Northwest has come down with 16 rebounds, out-rebounding a very tall team in Southern Nazarene, as Southern Nazarene with just 10 rebounds out of the first half. Southern Nazarene shooting 59% from the field, 16 of 27. They are 10 of 17, though, on three-pointers. That's nearly 59%. In last night's win, they shot 43% on threes in their win over Missouri Western. At the free throw line, they've just been there twice. They're 1 of 2 at the free throw line. And individually, the 2 players that were on the radar for the Bearcats coming into this game, 2 very good players in Micah Spate along with Jonathan Dunn. It's pretty much been those 2 that have hurt Northwest. Spate right now with 19 points out of the first half on 7 of 11 shooting, and he's 5 of 8 from three-point range. And Dunn, 5 of 7 shooting, has 13 points, and he's 3 of 4 from three-point range. So those are the 2 players that are doing most of the damage for Southern Nazarene. And for Northwest, Ryan Hawkins leading the way with 15 points. He's the only player in double figures for Northwest. He's 5 of 10 from the field and 2 of 5 from three-point range, and he's 3 of 3 at the free throw line. Then it drops down 8 points for Tyler Doherty. Doherty 4 of 4 from the field, and he's pulled down 4 rebounds. Then 6 points apiece for Hudgens and Welty. Dreamer off the bench with a bucket, and Diego Bernard has 5 at halftime. Hudgens also with 5 on 2 of 6 shooting. Hudgens, though, with 4 assists out of the first half. Again, we're at the half. Northwest Missouri State down by 1, 43-42. A reminder that the halftime report underwritten by Millen Dinsdale Seed Company in Maryville in Oregon, representing Golden Harvest Corn and NK Soybeans. Millen Dinsdale reminds you that there are no practice fields in farming. More at MillenDinsdaleSeed.com. So back and have more for you as we get ready for the second half right after this timeout on the Bearcat Radio Network. John Coffey back with you at Civic Arena in St. Joseph. It's the site of the Small College Basketball National Hall of Fame Classic. The Bearcats ranked number 1 in the nation against the number 9 ranked team in Southern Nazarene, both coming in 1-0 after wins last night. Again, the Bearcats with that win over Damon College, which was ranked number 22 in the nation, winning 85-65 in for Southern Nazarene, a 96-74 win over Missouri Western. Southern Nazarene picked to finish second in the JAC conference in the preseason poll, for the Bearcats picked by both the media and the coaches to finish at the top of the MIAA poll. Again, it's been a close one. The Bearcats have led by as much as 4 in the first half, and for Southern Nazarene, they had a 7-point lead early on. And again, a game, as you might expect, with 2 of the top teams in the nation going back and forth. Bearcats will have it to start the second half. They'll be going from there left to right in their white uniforms with the green numerals and trim, and for Southern Nazarene, their black uniforms with the crimson numerals and the white trim. Out front between the circles, Diego Bernard for Northwest. Looks left side for Hudgens. Hudgens out front finds Welty. Right side near the sideline to Diego Bernard. Dribble to the lane, through the lane. The roll runner with the left hand off the glass won't go. Rebound ripped away, and it's controlled by Spate, and Micah Spate, as he comes down with the rebound for Southern Nazarene. Out front as they work a weave, Spate, the top of the key, looks high post right side for Ashton Charles. Back to Spate, lost the handle on it, stolen away by Hawkins, picked up by Hudgens on the fast break to Doherty, leading the way, layup won't go, rebound for Diego Bernard. That rebound was swatted away by Charles. Bernard with the dribbles to the free throw line. Right side for Hawkins, through the lane he goes, right-handed layup, good as he goes between a couple of defenders and lays it up and in. 17 points for Hawkins. Northwest regains the lead by 1, 44-43. Out front, left side, Wilson gives it to Dunn. Dunn and Spade have done the damage offensively. Dunn drives the lane to the bucket, lays it up, misses it. A little bit of a collision inside and a foul on Northwest. And it looks like Welty may get called for it. Welty picks up his third foul. That's a big foul. Ryan picked up a couple fouls in the first half, fighting his way for rebounds. This time sliding over, trying to stop Dunn as he went driving the lane. Gets called for the foul here. Dunn's first trip to the line tonight. He was 2 of 3 at the line last night in the win over Missouri Western. Free throw is good. 14 points for Dunn. He had a 30-point performance last night. 20 of those points coming in the second half. Free throw on the way, good. And the lead back to Southern Nazarene by 1. 45-44. Hudgens between the circles. Doherty now to Welty. They work the weave out front. Welty dribbles right side. Well, hand off to Hudgens. Dribbles to the right wing. Checked off and picked up by Charles. Steps back once. The three won't go. Rebound. Hawkins one dribble. Tries to put it right back up and a foul. And I believe this one should go on Manny Dixon reaching over. He got the block, but also a little bit of body as well. And that will be Manny Dixon's first foul. Dixon, a transfer to Southern Nazarene from St. Peter's. Played in 26 games last year for St. Peter's. Now his second game for Southern Nazarene, gets called for the foul at the free throw line. First one is good by Hawkins. 18 points for Ryan. And the second one good. Northwest by 1, 46-45. Again, the teams trading buckets. Out front right side, Manny Dixon to Dunn between the circles. Gets it out front, Wilson back to Dunn. Three on the way out the front of the rim. Rebound ripped down by Tyler Doherty. He's having a game so far. Gets an outlet to Hudgens. Takes it across midcourt right side. He's picked up by Dunn. Dribbles to the top of the key. Now checked off and guarded by Wilson. To Hawkins, who slips as he tries to drive through the lane at the free throw line. And the ball is ripped out of his hands by Ashton Charles. And the Crimson Storm on the break. Spate dribbles right side. Cats get back quickly on defense. Spate double team. Tries to go cross court right side. Pass tipped away by Bernard. Picked up by Hudgens. Back to Bernard. To the bucket. Lays it up and in. 7 points for Diego Bernard. And the Cats up 48-45. Just about 3 minutes into the second half. Bearcat fans coming to life here at Civic Arena in St. Joseph. Dunn, free throw line right, 16-foot jumper, takes a high bounce off the rim, caroms off, and the rebound to Diego Bernard. Races down the right sideline to the front court, to the right wing. Bounce pass, cutting to the bucket is Welty. Dribbles to the right wing, now to Bernard, through the lane to the bucket, stripped out of his hands, out of bounds. As Manny Dixon got a hand on it, knocks it out of bounds. Now Northwest will inbound baseline left. 48-45, Northwest Missouri State in front. Their largest lead in this game has been 4. Bernard with the inbound to the left side for Doherty. Out between the circles, Hudgens. Now to Welty. Turns, faces the bucket, takes the three, won't go. Rebound into the lane. Ripped down by Dunn. Chest pass goes left side for Dixon. Through the lane he goes. Ball knocked loose, controlled though by Wilson to the right corner. A three on the way is missed off the right side by Charles. Chased on the baseline, out of bounds. Off of Bernard, and it will belong to Southern Nazarene. Now with 17:01 left in the game. Dixon to the sideline, and Tyler Williams back in. Williams a transfer in from Arkansas Fort Smith. As they go for the rebound. Before the rebound, a foul. This looks to go on Diego Bernard. Trying to guard Dunn and keep Dunn away from taking that inbounds pass. Unfortunately for Diego, picks up the foul. And that is Diego's second foul. Inbound left side goes to Williams on the wing. Out front, ball just deflected by Bernard, but picked up on the right side. Into the lane, Dunn. Bounce pass low left for Wilson. Trying to post up with Doherty. Spins left on the baseline. Puts up the shot, misses. Rebound off the air ball inside. Pulled away by Dunn. Out front right side. Three on the way. Good. A long bomb by Tyler Williams. His first bucket of the game. 4-3 of the season, and it's a tie game at 48. 16:32 left in the game. Hudgens dribbles to the right wing. Will go out between the circles. Finds Bernard. Dribbles left side on Spate to the bucket. Lays it up and in. Got a quick step on Spate and had the layup off the left side of the lane. Northwest by 2, 50-48. Between the circles. Williams looks right side, steps back, a long three, misses way too hard, and it goes out of bounds and it belonged to Northwest off the air ball. Cats with a chance to extend their 2-point lead. They're up 50-48. 16 minutes left in the game. Hudgens across midcourt left side to the top of the key. Looks and goes cross court right, finds Diego Bernard just in front of us off the right side. Dribbles to the top of the key. Expires the dribble. Doherty out front. Goes cross court left side for Bernard. At the free throw line, through the lane to the bucket, and lays it up and in. Another great first step. This time he blew past Morris Wilson and has the layup. And the Cats up 52-48, equaling their largest lead of the game. 15.5 minutes left. Micah Spate between the circles. Dribbles right side. Hooks the pass to the top of key. Dunn steps back. Wants the jumper just inside the arc. Misses, but a foul. This will go on Bernard. Dunn misses the shot. We'll get to the free throw line. Number 3 on Bernard. So you have Bernard and Welty each with 3 fouls on a team that's a little bit shorthanded as Kirk Finley's out for the season with that knee injury. We saw West Dreamer play and get a few minutes in the first half. He had a nice night last night in his debut for the Bearcats. Dunn at the line, hits the first. He's got 16 points. 3 of those coming in the second half. Again, we've got a ways to go in the second half, but last night he had 20 points against Missouri Western in the second half on his way to 30 for the game. Second free throw is good. And it's a 2-point game. Northwest up 52-50. Hudgens dribbles between the jump ball circle from our left to our right. Dribbles off the right side, guarded by Jonathan Dunn. Dribbles out top, looks left side, Hawkins. Now to Hutchins at the top. Wants to drive on Dunn. Stops, hooks the pass out front. Hawkins open, takes the 3, got it. Hawkins with 22 points and a 5-point Bearcat lead, their largest of the game. Spate into the front court, looks right side. Dunn drives on Bernard. Ball knocked loose. Dunn controls it in front of the Southern Nazarene bench. Out front finds Charles. And his pass right side, Dunn stripped by Hawkins. Hawkins on the drive to the basket, lays it up, misses the layup. Fight for the rebound and a foul on Bernard. Trying to go for the rebound with Dunn, and that is a big, big foul on Diego. Hawkins was just a little bit off center trying to go up with that layup, missed it, and then they fight for that rebound, and this foul should go on Diego as they come over and throw on Marsh. Mentioned that, and that will be a Bernard.
I hope they remember you.
Southern Nazarene with it out of the timeout, 55-50. Northwest Missouri State in front, 14:22 left in the game. Wes Dreamer back into the ball game for the Bearcats as Diego Bernard goes to the sideline with 4 fouls. Right side 3 put up and missed. Long rebound, the putback by Charles. He missed the 3 off the right side, followed his shot and gets the layup, and he has 5 points, and it's a 55-52 game. Northwest Missouri State in front. Hudgens out front off the right side with the dribble. Hawkins to the top of the key. Looks and finds low post Welty. Spins right with the shot. Good low. Hook shot off the right side by Ryan Welty. And a 57-52 Northwest Missouri State lead. Wilson off the right side on the wing. Williams top the key. Spate 3 over Hudgens. Rims around and in. Spate with his first bucket of the second half knocks it down. He's got 21 points. 57-55 Northwest Missouri State in front. Bearcats getting ready to inbound, but it looks like going over to the sideline, Hawkins will go to the sideline. Might have a little equipment problem with his foot or ankle. We'll have to see as he's going to be tended to here. Maybe his shoes just has a little bit of a problem with his shoes. He's taking both of those off, needing a couple of new pair coming his way. We'll have to see how long this delay will go. Now he's going over to the locker room to get a pair of new shoes. Now a timeout's going to be called by the Bearcats while Hawkins tends to his shoe issue. 57-55 Northwest Missouri State holding on to the 2-point lead. 13:36 left in the game. We'll be back and have more for you in a minute on the Bearcat Radio Network. And we're back in St. Joseph at Civic Arena. John Coffey with you. And now Ryan Hawkins has a different pair of shoes to finish out this game. Going with the black look now as we're changing out his white shoes there on the sideline. So he's just trying to get adjusted to those as the Bearcats will inbound. West Dreamer will inbound. Going with Trevor Hudgens, also Tyler Doherty, Ryan Welty, and of course Hawkins out there. Diego Bernard on the bench right now with 4 fouls. Cats up by 2, 57-55, 13:32 left in the game. Hudgens in the front court left side as the Cats go from our left to our right in this second half. Again, man-to-man defense out front. Hawkins looks and finds into lane Doherty. They'll move inside as he pivots inside, goes up with a shot, bump, foul, and he'll get to the free throw line. 2-point Bearcat lead, 57-55. Doherty with a chance to increase the lead as they go to the line to shoot 2. First free throws of the season for Tyler. 6'7" senior out of Omaha. Right-handed shooter. First one off the right side of the rim and out. Second one on the way. Good. So Tyler goes 1 for 2 at the line. Bearcats up by 3, 58-55. 13:16 left in the game. Spate handling the point duties into the front court, guarded by Hudgens. Looks high post right side for Wilson. Returns, hands off to Spate, top the key. 3 over Dreamer, rims out left, and the rebound Hawkins. Cats will bring it across the timeline. Long pass into the front court for Welty. Now back to Hudgens as he'll set up the offense between the circles. Just under 13 minutes left in the game. Hudgens guarded by Dunn out front between the circles to the freshman Dreamer. Now to Hawkins. Lobs it low left side for Doherty. Trying to post up inside with Williams. Kicks it back out top the key. Dreamer open. Takes the three. Rims out. Rebound. Hawkins. The put back off the glass. Good! Ryan Hawkins, strong offensive rebound and got the putback. It's a 5-point Bearcat lead, 60-55, their largest lead of the game. Out front right side is Williams to the baseline, to the bucket. Now instead cuts to Wilson, trailing on the play through the lane and slams it in. Wilson with 3 points, 60-57. Northwest Missouri State up. Hudgens across midcourt, dribbles right side. Out between the circles, Dreamer looks on the left wing. Gets it to Hawkins. Low left for Doherty. Doherty trying to post up with a height advantage on Williams in the lane. Kicks it to Welty. Right side open. Three. Got it. Nothing but in. Ryan Welty with 11 points. 63-57. Northwest up. Just under 12 minutes left in the game. Bearcat fans trying to get a little electricity going at the Civic Arena. Baseline left. Now is Charles open on the wing. Misses the shot. Rebound Welty for the Cats. Across the timeline goes Hudgens as he'll slow it up. Dribbles out front. Now to Dreamer. Left side Hawkins. Hawkins with one dribble out between the circles. Dreamer now to Hudgens. Finds Dunn with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Fires the dribble out front. Hawkins drives past Pate through the lane to the bucket. Lays it up. Misses it. The putback by Dreamer is good. Dreamer trailing on the play, got the rebound, and went right back up with it. 65-57 Northwest, just over 11 minutes left. Southern Nazarene head coach Adam Bullock sits his momentum, changing just a little bit, and calls a timeout. 11:03 left. It's the Bearcats 65, Southern Nazarene 57. We'll be back and have more for you right after this 30-second timeout on the Bearcat Radio Network.
I don't think this makes any sense.
What are you getting at?
Well, I've been thinking, for what I'm paying for just satellite TV, I think I could be getting TV and internet from Suddenlink for less.
Hey, seriously, really? Focus.
We got it. You're good.
Switch to Suddenlink and get
65-57, Northwest Missouri State with the lead. Southern Nazarene will inbound after the timeout. 11:03 left in the game. And inbound for Southern Nazarene is Morris Wilson, right in front of the Southern Nazarene bench. Gets the inbound to Spate as Southern Nazarene will set up their offense with 22 seconds on the shot clock. Off the right side, Dunn. Fakes left, goes right, pulls up the dribble between the circle. Spate out near midcourt. Looks high post left side, Wilson. With one dribble to the free throw line. Now top of key Dunn. Fakes right, goes left through the lane. Kicks it back out front right side. Three on the way, knocked down. Stepping out to hit that three was Morris Wilson. That's his first three of the game. Just his second attempt in the 2 days here in St. Joseph. 65-60, Northwest Missouri State lead. Off the left side is Hudgens. To the top of the key, Hawkins. Left side, Hudgens. Through the lane he goes, and a reverse layup off the left side misses. Rebound pulled away by Southern Nazarene across midcourt. Through the lane to the bucket is Williams. Shot blocked away by Hawkins on the baseline. Saves it inbounds, gets it to Hudgens. And Northwest will go left to right. Slowing it up is Hudgens across the timeline between the circles. Northwest wanting to set up their offense here. Hudgens dribbles right side, off the right wing. Sets up, wants the three, got it! He put that up and over the 6'8" Ashton Charles, and Hudgens with his second three of the game. Had one back in the first half, makes it a 68-60. Northwest Missouri State lead, their largest of the game. Down the lane, left side, sliding the hole, Dunn. Goes cross court right, knocked loose, picked up by West Dreamer for Northwest. Bearcats getting a little momentum going midway through the second half. Their largest lead at 68-60. Off the left side, Doherty. Doing it with Diego Bernard on the bench with 4 fouls. Hudgens between the circles, guarded by Dunn. Trying to work a ball screen out front by Hawkins. Now back right side, Hawkins. Three on the way, got it! Ryan Hawkins hits a big three. It's now a 71-60 Northwest Missouri State lead. Cats up by 11, and another timeout by Southern Nazarene. The Bearcat fans coming to their feet here at Civic Arena in St. Joseph. We'll be back. Have more for you right after this 90-second timeout on the Bearcat Radio Network.
Support of this weekend classic. Hilliard, the cleaning resource since 1907. Headquartered right here in St. Joseph. It's first in gym finishes. Leading manufacturer and distributor.
Bearcats out to a 71-60 lead. Southern Nazarene's been held scoreless for the last 1 minute 43 seconds. Out between the circles is Manny Dixon, who's checked back into the ball game for Southern Nazarene. Started this ball game. Right side pass goes to Dunn on the wing to the right baseline into a double team. Now a triple team. Spence goes up with a jumper and hits it from 8 off the right side. 19 points for Dunn. 71-62. Northwest Missouri State up with 8:34 left in the game. Northwest ranked number 1 in the nation. Southern Nazarene number 9. Bearcats, the defending national champions, out front. Hawkins lobs it low into the lane for Welty. His reverse layup off the left side is blocked out of bounds. Bearcats will inbound with 17 seconds on the shot clock. Northwest needs someone to inbound, and now Welty will do the honors off the baseline left. And before he does, a whistle and a foul off the inbound. And I think they're going to give this one on Spate. We'll check that Manny Dixon. Dixon picks up his second foul. Can play a little bit physical, trying to get all lined up for this inbound. As Welty again will try to trigger it in off the baseline left. Welty gets the inbound, left corner for Hudgens, spins and brings it to the left wing. Dribbles out front. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Hudgens pulls up free throw line left, puts the pass out front. Hawkins from three-point range, knocks down another. And Ryan Hawkins is red hot in this one. And Northwest Missouri State up 74-62. On the right side, Dunn on the right wing. Get fine Spate, now back to Dunn on the right side. Long three put up and good. Drills it right in front of the bench on the Southern Nazarene side as Dunn knocks down the three. 74-65, Northwest Missouri State up. Hawkins right now with 30 points in this one. Northwest up 74-65. Hudgens to the top of the key. Dribbles left side. Now out top the key for Hawkins. Slips just a bit. Keeps and now will put it out front for Hudgens. Sets up, wants the three, got it. Cats knocking some shots down, and a three by Hudgens makes it 77-65 Northwest. Dunn to the left baseline to the bucket, up with a shot and a foul coming up. Welty and Doherty came over to help out on that play and going one up with the defense. And this will go on to Doherty. That will be Tyler's first foul. Came over on the help side as he saw Dunn driving the baseline to the bucket. Jonathan Dunn goes to the free throw line where he is now 4 of 4 at the free throw line, 5 of 5 as he hits the first two. And for Dunn, 22 points. Dixon goes to the sideline, and Williams back in for the Crimson Storm. 77-66 Northwest. Free throw is good by Dunn. And a 10-point game. 77-67 Northwest up. Cats have led by as many as 12. Out front left side, Dreamer. One dribble, hands off to Hudgens between the circles. Trying to get a screen by Hawkins. Hudgens finds Hawkins left side. He drives the lane left. The runner on the way. Good. Nice little touch shot by Hawkins as he brings it down off the left side from about 4 feet out on that runner. 79-67. Northwest Missouri State with the lead. Spate through the lane to the bucket. Double clutches it, misses it, but the putback is good by Morris Wilson, crashing the board off the left side of the lane. 10-point game. Northwest up 79-69. Northwest trailed at halftime by 1, 43-42. Hudgens across midcourt off the left side. Dribbles between the circles. Drives on Spate. Now brings it out with a bounce pass to Hawkins between the circles. A three rattles down. 33 points for Hawkins in this game. And Northwest up 82-69. Out between the circles, left side Williams. Goes cross court right side. Dunn controls. Between the legs with the dribble. Pulls up, wants the jump roll. Hawkins out front, and he hits the three. 82-71 Northwest. Just under 6 minutes left in this game. Hawkins officially right now lead with 35 points. Off the right side is Hudgens. Now he backpedals. He'll take the three and knocks it down. Nothing but net for Hudgens off the right side. It's raining threes in this second half for the Bearcats. 85-72 Northwest. Through the lane, Dunn finds baseline right. Charles leans back out and puts it off the glass and in. Aston Charles with 7 points and a timeout. Southern Nazarene. 5:14 left in the game. Northwest Missouri State with the lead over Southern Nazarene, 85-74. We'll be back to Civic Arena in St. Joseph.
I hope they remember you. .85-74 Northwest Missouri State with the lead. 5:10 left in the game. Northwest 8 of 11 on threes in this second half. They scored now 7 of their last 8 shots as Hudgens dribbles down the lane left side. Backpedals, now will drive through the lane. The bucket, lays it high off the glass. Bang, hangs on the rim and rolls out, but this will get Hudgens to the free throw line. Hudgens maybe took a shot to the side of the head as he went up with that layup. Morris Wilson picks up the foul. That will be his 4th as Hudgens trying to shake it off and get to the free throw line. Bearcats in this second half, 8 of 11 on threes. For the game, 13 of 22. Hudgens at the line to shoot free throws here, and despite getting hit in the head, going up with that layup, knocks down the free throw. 15 points for Hudgens. He's now 2 of 2 at the free throw line. And the left-handed shooter knocks down the second. 87-74 Northwest. Cats were down by 1 at halftime. And a first half that the team just traded buckets. Dunn out between the circles. Launches a long three over Welty and knocks it down. Dunn beginning to heat up. And Dunn with 29 points. He had 30 last night with 20 in the second half, but was relatively quiet until the last couple of minutes for Southern Nazarene. Back to a 10-point game. Northwest Missouri State with the lead. They've led as much as 13. Down the lane, Hudgens. Finds Streamer cutting the bucket. Couldn't quite hold on to it, and it's picked off by Dunn. Dunn with a long pass down the floor, leading Wilson too far. Pass goes out of bounds underneath the basket, and it goes right back to Northwest. 4:21 left. Northwest up by 10, 87-77. Diego Bernard back into the ballgame. Wes Dreamer goes to the sideline. Again, Diego set a lot of this second half with 4 fouls. Cats right now with their original starting 5. Hudgens along with Hawkins, Bernard, Doherty, and Welty. Hudgens out between the circles. Trying to get a screen by Doherty. Does. Dribbles right side. Wilson checks him up. Now low post right side. Doherty kicks at the left wing. There's Hawkins from three-point range, and he knocks down another. That's 38 points for Hawkins this evening. And Northwest Missouri State up 90-77. Spate between the circles. Looks right side. Williams dribbles into the right corner to the right baseline to the bucket. Reverse layup left side as it goes to Dunn, and Dunn lays it in. 31 for Dunn, 90-79. Northwest with the lead. Hudgens across midcourt right side. Out between the circles. Dribbles left. Now steps back. Wants the three over Dunn. Misses off the right side. Trying to follow his shot. Knocks it loose in the lane, but it's controlled by Wilson for the Crimson Storm. The spade across midcourt left side to left wing. Now to the top of the key. Crossover dribble. Steps back. Wants the three over Hudgens and rims out left. And Hudgens will get called for the foul. This will get Spate to the free throw line. First foul of the game on Trevor. Micah Spate goes to the line, the 5'10 senior of Oklahoma City. Spate with 22 points. He had 19 at halftime. So the Cats have done a good job keeping the ball out of his hands in the second half, but he goes to the line here and hits the free throw. 10-point game, Northwest up 90-80. Spate trying to cut it to single digits for the Crimson Storm. He does as he hits the second. And we'll have a third as he was fouled on a three-point opportunity. 90-81, Northwest Missouri State up. Still a long way to go on this one. 3 minutes and 13 seconds. Third free throw, good. So Spate hits all three. And Northwest up by 8, 90-82. Bearcats have had a 13-point lead in this game. Across the timeline left side is Hudgens. Hudgens to dribble right in front of the Bearcat bench. Now free throw line, backpedals to the top of the key. Looks left side, Hawkins turns, takes the jumper, and this one rims around and out of the rebound. Wilson for Southern Nazarene. 8-point Bearcat lead, just under 3 minutes left. Spate down the lane, right side, lots of hand on the dribble. Because it was knocked out of bounds, it belonged to Southern Nazarene. I think it might have been Hudgens who had to reach around and knocks it out. So 90-82, Northwest Missouri State with the lead. Spate with the inbound, right side, and Tennefer Dunn knocked loose in the lane, and players go diving after it inside, and I think we've got a hill ball possession arrow. Should give it to Southern Nazarene. So they will inbound baseline right, as Spate will inbound. Lobs it out front, nearly stolen, picked up by Williams as Bernard went high for it. Williams through the lane, into the left corner, and his pass goes to Wilson, who knocks down a three from the left side. So Southern Nazarene coming right back here. It's now a 5-point game, 90-85. Northwest with the lead with 2:28 left. This one's going to go right down to the buzzer. Hudgens out between the circles. Picked up by Spate. Dribbles left side, back out. Cross court right side, Bernard. Lobs a low post right, Doherty. Posting up a Spate. Doherty with the height advantage. Spate backing into the lane. Kicks it out top of the key. Hudgens in the shot fake. Drives the lane. The little runner with the teardrop was good. 18 points for Hudgens. 92-85. Northwest up. 2 minutes left in the game. Spate going right side. Hooks the pass. Left side, Wilson. Into the left corner. A three on the way. Missed by Williams. Rebound Northwest. Hudgens. 92-85. Northwest Missouri State up as Hudgens will take it across midcourt left side, dribbling on Spate in front of the scorer's table. Now left wing. Bounce pass low left. Hawkins posting up with Spate. Up with the shot. Good, and a foul. This should go on Spate and get Hawkins to the free throw line. Micah Spate picks up his first foul. This will get Hawkins to the free throw line. Hawkins right now with 38 points, stepping up to the line. Try to make this a three-point trip down the floor. And let's see. Right now, a 94-85 game. I don't think on the official scoring they've counted that bucket by Hawkins. So Hawkins should have 40. Now he does have 40 points. And he'll go to the line with a chance to make it 41. As Hawkins having a career night tonight here at Civic Arena. The free throw on the way, good. So 41 points for Hawkins, 95-85. Northwest Missouri State up by 10. 1:33 left in this game. Spate between the circles. Dribbles down the lane right side. Jump stop up with the shot off the glass. Won't go in the rebound to Hudgens and Northwest Missouri State. Hudgens has his dribble knocked loose from behind by Spate, but it's picked up by Hawkins into the front court. Previous high for Hawkins was 31, so again, he has busted his previous high tonight. 10-point Bearcat lead. Hawkins out on the floor with 41 points. Bernard between the circles, dribbles top of the key. Hesitation move down the lane. Dishes to Doherty on the baseline, leans back out, lays it up and in. And the Bearcats up 97-85, under a minute left. Off the right side, long three put up and missed off the right side. The rebound, Welty for the Cats as he takes that missed shot by Jonathan Dunn. 46 seconds left. Northwest up 97-85. Bernard into the lane. Rolls into the right corner for Welty. Right side for Hudgens. Spins to the free throw line through the lane. Dishes low left side for Doherty. Misses his shot. Gets his rebound. Brings it back out to Bernard as he'll run some time with 30 seconds left. And the Bearcats looking to go to 2-0 on the season. Left side Hawkins. Three on the way. Count it! Another three by Hawkins. 100-85. Northwest up with 22 seconds left in this game. Spate to the top of the key. A long three on the way. Rims in. Spate got the three out front. Inbound goes to Hudgens with 16 seconds left. Northwest up 100-88. Bernard into the front court to Hudgens. Now with 8 seconds left. Hudgens just holds the ball between a double team. Now dribbles out with 4 seconds left. The Crimson Storm will allow the Bearcats to dribble this one out. Northwest Missouri State goes to 2-0 on the season with a strong second half, defeating Southern Nazarene 100-88. It was a 1-point game at halftime. Northwest Missouri State was down by 1, 43-42, but a strong